Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good,
evening, ma'am.
good evening,
Good
children.
evening.
Good evening, children. Good evening. We've actually finished this exercise, but I just wanted to take up a few proofs again. Yeah. So I just made some modifications with the steps because I was just having a doubt if we all understood how to take up the take out the common factor here. So I've just modified the answer. I've just used x, y. I was telling you all this orally when I explained, but here I've modified the slide. I've just included a few more steps and all these brackets which you see. So this is an important one, children. So in the LHS, you can see that we have only the ratio sin theta and cot theta along with 1. So we know that we have to start by dividing the numerator and denominator by sin theta or cos theta. And here it is by cos theta. I'm not telling you why because you know it. So that's the first step. We divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta. That's the first step. And dividing means dividing every term in the numerator, what you see here, and every term in the denominator by cos theta. That is this step. And these are the results of division. We get new ratios, tan and secant. Now, the denominator is not to be disturbed. Don't disturb the denominator. What you can see here in the next step is I've just rearranged the terms in the denominator. That also, if you don't want, don't do. Now there's no specific order, like I just wrote 1 minus secant theta plus tan theta, that's all. You can also have the denominator as it is. In the numerator, see, we have tan theta plus secant theta. I'll tell you why I've written this as secant theta plus tan theta, because we're going to write this 1 as secant square theta minus tan square theta. So there you will get a plus b into a minus b as secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta. So for that, I've written this as secant theta plus tan theta. So how do we start? Divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta. So here, that's what we're doing here. And these are the results. And after this, don't disturb the denominator. Write it as it is. In the numerator, in place of 1. So I've written secant theta plus tan theta in one bracket. And this minus 1 outside here. Secant theta plus tan theta minus 1. Now this 1 is going to be replaced with secant square theta minus tan square theta. Because we have secant theta and tan theta here. So we're going to write 1 as secant square theta minus tan square theta. Please remember there's minus. It's minus 1. So minus and 1 is secant square theta minus tan square theta in a bracket. If you miss this bracket, you're not going to get the, you're not going to prove it comfortably. Minus 1, since there's a minus, be careful to enclose the terms in a bracket. Secant square theta minus tan square theta in the bracket. After this is in the form a square minus b square. So a plus b, secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta. Now here, children, look at this one as x. Look at this as x because they're the same, right? Secant theta plus tan theta, secant theta plus tan theta. So this is, you don't have to write all this. This bracket xy and all that, you don't have to, you know that you don't have to write all that. I've just used it for explaining. So this expression is x. We have the same expression here, so we call it x, and something else here, so we call it y. These two are the same, so we've called it x. Secant theta plus tan theta. This is also secant theta plus tan theta. So I've called it x and x. This is different, so call it y. Now we have something that looks like, we have an expression that looks like x minus xy. X minus xy. How will you factorize that? You will take out x common. And in the bracket, you will get 1 minus y. See here, you will take out this x common, and in the bracket, you will get 1 minus y. Because x into 1 is x, x into y is xy. See it? X into 1, this x into 1 is x minus x into y is xy. What is out? Common into 1. X into 1 is x. X into y is xy. So we take out x common because x is common between these two terms. X is common. X out. X into 1 will give us the first term. So 1 here minus x is out common. So we need to write only y inside the bracket. Y inside the bracket. But since there's a minus here, we write the y term in a bracket carefully. And then the square bracket. Denominator as it is. So numerator is secant theta plus tan theta. Here 1 minus secant theta minus into minus plus tan theta. Open the bracket here. So minus secant theta plus tan theta. Minus secant theta plus tan theta. One minus secant theta plus tan theta. Divided by the same thing. 1 minus secant theta plus tan theta. Now these two expressions, they get cancelled and you're left with secant theta plus tan theta. 1 is equal to 2. LHS is equal to RHS. Take a screenshot. When you're practicing, you can practice with these extra steps. Yeah, here also I included this step. So here, children, we finished this also. We finished this. Yeah, here you see the fourth one. Yes, children. You must see this to understand this. Please see this one. Choose the correct option. Justify your choice. Justify your choices. We have worked here. That's a justification. Justify your choices. We have worked here. We have shown the working. So that is the justification. So choose the correct option. The correct option is tan square A. The correct option is tan square A. So we have worked this. We are working this. And whatever is the result is the correct option. So that's what you see here. 1 plus tan square A by 1 plus cot square A. All right. Let's see the result we're going to get. So as we know, when we have tan and cot, you don't have to write them in terms of sine and cos. They are already good friends. So cot is a reciprocal of tan, tan is a reciprocal of cot. They are already related. So we'll not disturb them by getting in sine and cos. So 1 plus tan square A by cot square A is written as 1. 1 plus tan square A in the numerator as it is. In the denominator, 1 comes as it is. Cot square A is written as 1 by tan square A. 1 by tan square A. Now, children, this is the numerator. This entire thing is the denominator. This is the denominator. And you can see the numerator here, 1 plus tan square A. And this portion is the denominator. On taking up the common denominator here, tan square A, we get tan square A plus 1, tan square A plus 1. Now, this part is the numerator, 1 plus tan square A, divided by this one. This is the numerator, divided by this one. Because here, 1 plus tan square A is the numerator, the rest is the denominator. The rest is the denominator. This is the numerator, the rest is the denominator. So this is the numerator. This is the numerator. So here, this is the numerator, 1 plus tan square A. You can see it here. Divided by, this is divided by, this is the denominator. So see here, like we have written numerator divided by denominator. Numerator here divided by denominator here. Numerator, denominator, division. Numerator, this is the denominator, division. So now it becomes division, becomes multiplication, and you have to take the reciprocal of the second term here. The term after the division sign, you'll have to take the reciprocal. So that is, we'll have to multiply by the reciprocal of this. If it's divided by this one, we need to multiply by the reciprocal of this. So multiplied by division becomes multiplication. Reciprocal of this is this. And this one is nothing but 1 plus tan square A. Tan square A plus 1 is nothing but 1 plus tan square A. So 1 plus tan square A, 1 plus tan square A cancels out, and tan square A. So the correct option is tan square A. This one I was telling you orally yesterday, but I was not, like completely convinced if all of us understood when I said numerator, denominator. So I thought, let me just include this step and make sure that you all understood. Make sure that you all understood. Yes, children, now is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Any
Yes,
question?
ma'am.
Okay. Take a screenshot. Yeah, this one also I did some modification. So children, we need to prove that tan theta by 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta by 1 minus tan theta is equal to secant theta plus is equal to secant theta cosecant theta plus 1. Okay, this is what we have to prove. So let's take up the left hand side. Left hand side. I've done it in two ways because tan and cot are related. You don't have to write them to sine and cos, but you can see here we work it by converting them to sine cos. And then there's this alternate method where we don't use sine cos. We work between tan and cot itself. We write cot as 1 by tan. I'll just show you the inclusions which I've made. So sine, you understand this. We have to write tan theta sine theta by cos theta, and wherever we have cot theta as cos theta by sine theta. So that is the first step. And then this one sine theta by cos theta and cos theta by sine theta, they come as they are. And here 1 minus cos theta by sine theta, common denominator. Okay, so here also cos theta and then cos theta minus sine theta, cos theta minus sine theta. This part I was telling you yesterday. So you can see it here. This is the numerator, children. This is tan theta. Look at the numerator. Look at the numerator. What's the numerator? Tan theta. This, what you get, the results of tan theta is the numerator. The results of 1 minus, the result of tan theta is the numerator. The result of 1 minus cot theta is the denominator. The result of cot theta is the numerator. The result of 1 minus tan theta is the denominator. That's what I meant by saying numerator, denominator. So now what is for tan theta? Tan theta, we have this. This is the numerator. What we have for tan theta, instead of tan theta, we have sine theta by cos theta. That is the numerator. That is the numerator. Then what we have for 1 minus cot theta, this one. This is the denominator. So numerator sine theta by cos theta divided by this denominator. This is what we have instead of tan theta. See, instead of this tan theta, we have this divided by, instead of 1 minus cot theta, we have this. Same thing holds here. Cos theta by sin theta is the numerator. This is cot theta divided by, and this is what we get for 1 minus tan theta. 1 minus tan theta, this is what we get. Then division, when it's divided by this, we need to multiply by the reciprocal of this. So multiply by the reciprocal of this one. So into and reciprocal of this. Similarly here, multiplication, reciprocal of this one. And that's how we get sine into sine is sine square theta, cos into cos is cos square theta. And here, cos theta into this sine theta minus cos theta. You can see it here. This into this, you can see it here. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, right? So after that, we have in the denominators, here we have sine theta minus cos theta. Here we have cos theta minus sine theta. So what we do, we write this one as sine theta minus cos theta by taking a minus outside. And that minus into plus is minus. So in the next step, all the other terms as they are, this one becomes sine theta minus cos theta, and the connector plus becomes minus. Then the common denominator, sine theta minus cos theta is the common denominator. Sine theta minus cos theta. So here what is missing? This is the common denominator. This one is missing here. Sine theta is missing here. So multiply the numerator with sine theta. So you get sine cube theta minus, this is the common denominator, but we don't have cos theta here. We have cos theta in the common denominator, cos theta. We don't have cos theta here. So multiply the numerator with cos theta, cos cube theta. Now a cube minus b cube. So a plus b into a minus b. Oh my god, sorry. A cube minus b cube. So it is a minus b of a square plus ab plus b squared. So that's what you see here. A cube minus b cubed is a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared divided by this. Sine theta minus cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta cancels. Then these three terms divided by, this gets cancelled. So divided by sine theta cos theta. So the rest, you know, the RHS has two terms. There are only two terms in the RHS. So we write sine square theta plus cos square theta as 1. 1 plus sine theta cos theta by sine theta cos theta. Divide each of the terms in the numerator with, I'm sorry. So divide every term in the numerator by sine theta cos theta. Divide every term in the numerator by sine theta cos theta. So 1 by sine theta cos theta plus sine theta cos theta by sine theta cos theta, and yes, the rest you know. So just in case you did not understand this part, I hope it is clear today. This part, how we get, I think yesterday from this step, I had shown only this step straight away. I think these two steps I included today. So take a picture, children. I'll not explain the alternate method, but I just want to show the, you know, that numerator denominator. This is the alternate method for the earlier one. For this one, this method we use sine theta and cos theta. So in the alternate method, since we have only tan and cot, we have tan and cot. We work with them mutually. So we write, you know, the LHS is tan theta by 1 minus cot theta. So cot theta is written as 1 by tan theta. And the numerator we have cot theta, so 1 by tan theta divided by 1 minus tan theta. So this is the numerator. Tan theta is the numerator. 1 minus cot theta, this is the denominator. So this full thing is the denominator. Whatever you get, On working, whatever you get here below tan theta is the denominator. Here cot theta is the numerator. So this is the numerator. 1 by tan theta is the numerator. This fraction is the numerator. Why? Because cot theta is the numerator. Cot theta is the numerator. So that is 1 by tan theta. And the denominator is 1 minus tan theta. So see here we take up the common denominator, tan theta. So we have tan theta minus 1 by tan theta. This one as it is. Now here, tan theta is a numerator divided by, this is the denominator, tan theta, because this is the denominator, and that works to this. So this is the denominator. And here 1 by tan theta is a numerator because it was cot theta. Cot theta was a numerator, which is written as 1 by tan theta. So 1 by tan theta is a numerator divided by 1 minus tan theta, which is a denominator. This is the numerator, cot theta, divided by 1 minus tan theta, which is the denominator. The rest, I think you can manage. The reciprocal, and that's how we get tan square theta. And then here we have 1 minus tan theta, right? So we write it as tan theta minus 1 and change the connector, plus minus. Because here we have tan theta minus 1, here we have 1 minus tan theta. So we write this as tan theta minus 1 and plus outside becomes minus. The rest of the steps are the same, children, like yesterday. Yeah, this also. Take a picture. I've included these two steps, I think, or maybe these flower brackets. Please take a picture. I'm not explaining this. I explained one similar to this earlier in today's class. Some time back I explained. I also included the alternate methods. These, I was telling you about the alternate methods. Then I included those. I'll just wait for some time because you need to recall what it is. So please see the identity. We understood method 1 yesterday. Method 2 and method 3, I did tell you how it works. Yeah, you can see it included in the slide today. Yeah, so in method 1, in the numerator, instead of sine square theta, we write 1 minus cos square theta. We don't disturb the others. Instead of, see, the rest we understood. Sine theta is common in the numerator, so we bring it out. Cos theta is common in the denominator, we bring it out. And then we know that sine theta by cos theta is tan theta. And there we have the result. Sine by cos is tan. So what we understand from this is 1 minus 2 sine square theta is the same as 2 cos square theta minus 1. So only if they get cancelled, can you get tan theta, sine theta by cos theta, which is tan theta. So from this, it's evident that these two expressions, they look different, but they actually have the same value. So, but you must make them look alike, right? To cancel out them. So for that, what we do, we don't change both. In this method, we write the denominator as it is, and in the numerator, we take away sine square theta and introduce cos square theta. Denominator not disturbed. In the numerator, we remove sine square theta and we write 1 minus cos square theta. That's it. We get the result. Here, what we do in the second method, we don't disturb the numerator. Here, we change in the numerator, sine square theta was replaced with 1 minus cos square theta. In the second method, we write sine square, we don't disturb the numerator. In the denominator, we write cos square theta as 1 minus sine square theta. In the third method, what we do? We don't disturb sine square theta or cos square theta. We write 1 as sine square theta plus cos square theta in both the numerator and denominator. In both the numerator and denominator, instead of 1, we write sine square theta plus cos square theta. I told you all this yesterday. In both the numerator and denominator, instead of 1, we take away 1 and we write sine square theta plus cos square theta. Here also minus 1. So minus 1 is sine square theta plus cos square theta. That's it. On simplifying, you can see that these two expressions are alike, so they get cancelled. Sine theta by cos theta is tan theta. How many of you have exams this week? Which school has exams this week?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Mahatma Gandhi, ma'am.
Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah. That's what now. Okay, then next week anybody has exams? It always happens every year, 2 successive weeks. 1 week, a set of schools, the other week, the next week, or yeah, mostly 2 consecutive weeks. Another set of schools will have their exams. Only Mahatma Gandhi this week. Others have finished, is it, for this month? Okay, no answer. That means they're finished. So Mahatma Gandhi, when are you finishing? Saturday you have an exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, for Montfort, they didn't announce it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. All right. Children, this is fine. Any questions? Anything to be clarified here? You must actually work, children. See, you must work. Only if you work, you will, understand what kind of difficulty you are facing. Proofs are easy to understand. Now, when you see all the steps on the screen and I'm telling you step by step, yeah, it is clear. But to register, to retain all this, you need to practice. To remember, you need to practice. Understanding is fine. You may understand easily. It's easy for any teacher to teach. But for the students, for you to remember it and reproduce this in an exam, you should have practiced it many times. Otherwise, it's not possible to work with ease. So please practice. You've understood now, so it's not a difficult task to practice because you know how every step happens. You know alternate methods also, so that means you should be really clear with the procedure. So just that you have to repeat it, reinforce by practicing time and again. Here also I just included that division multiplication. I think yesterday from this straight I gave this answer. These two steps I've included. Again, same thing, numerator, denominator, all that. So take a picture. Yeah, same thing. Looks like I've included this step, division. I'll share the material, children. We'll just understand the proof in the class. Yes.
Ma'am, then today's class will end at 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think this time, because if, last week also we had to wind up at, meaning I agreed and I finished the class at 8 o'clock for the sake of some students who had their exams at school. This week I'm forced to do that. But I think in future I will not agree to this, because I'm not sure if you guys will, you know, really stay back after 8 and complete your work. These chapters are so important. In fact, every other chapter is important. So I'm only scared. I don't want any parent to call me and tell me that, because I know it myself, that not all students, you know, might complete their work soon after the class. So if you just hold it for tomorrow or some other day, you will only forget it. So in future, you know, if you have, so this week I'm going to do that. And I just want all of you to cooperate with me, finish your work after the class. Just think the class is till 9 and complete your work. In future, no, in case you have an exam or test at school, I think you may have to leave the class early and use the recording, you know, to understand the rest of the class. It's easy to say yes, but then when I really do it, you know, it's difficult. Yeah. So children, please make sure. So I'll wind up the class at 8:15 today, but make sure that you, I trust you all. At least these 3 classes, please help me by staying back after the class. Staying back meaning after the class, make sure that you use the screenshots and complete your classwork, please. Yes, one of you take over. Tell me how we do this. You can see the steps on the screen. Just see that and explain it to me.
We are changing the values with sign and cos now. The denominator.
In the denominator. Okay, so we write secant as, yeah, tell me.
After that, we are taking LCM now.
No. Read out everything. We write secant as. We write secant as 1 by cos A.
And tan A as sin by cos now.
Okay.
After that, we are taking the common LCM as cos A, ma'am, and we are writing the numerators with that. After that, in the cos A by cosecant A plus cot A by -1. In that also, we are taking the same.
What are we writing? Cosecant A is equal to what?
1 by sin A, ma'am, and cot A we are writing as cos A by sin A, ma'am.
And -1 as it is. Okay.
Yes.
So then in the denominator here, we simplify by taking up the common denominator. Here it is cos A, here it is sin A. Next step, what? What will be the next step?
And after that, we want to take the cos A to the numerator, ma'am. So it will become sin A into cos A.
Very good.
By 1 plus sin A minus cos A, ma'am.
Very good. Plus
Cos A into sin A by 1 plus cos A minus sin A, ma'am.
very good. Very good, Shakti. Yes. That is the next step. Shakti's answer is right. Yes. So that's the next step. So this will go up. So you use that, this is the numerator divided by this is the denominator. This is the numerator divided by this is the denominator. So when you take the reciprocal, this will go up here. So sin A into cos A, sin A cos A divided by this plus this will go up to the numerator. So sin A cos A again or cos A sin A by. I just rearrange every time. You'll have to look out for that. See 1 plus sin A minus cos A. And this one is what have I written? Sin A. Okay, okay. Again, I'm used to this. Okay, tell me the step which I've missed here.
Ma'am, you didn't put that. You didn't show that cos A into sin A, and then you should put a bracket outside the denominator.
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you how it is. So here till here you should have understood. So sin A cos A goes up to the numerator by 1 plus sin A minus cos A. And here sin A goes up to the numerator. So cos A sin A divided by this, but I have not written this. You can see it here. I have not written it. I'm trying to match the signs here. I'm trying to see there's sin A here, but see here, children. See here, children. Compare the denominators. So there is sin A, but there's minus sin A here. There is minus cos A here, but there's plus cos A here. And there is 1 here and there's 1 here also. What you do here is we are trying to write it in the form A plus B into A minus B. We're trying to write the denominator in the form A plus B into A minus B so that it is convenient to further take up the common denominator. So what you do is change the signs of every term in the denominator and change the connecting sign. See here, what happens? 1 is written as minus 1. See here, 1 is written as minus 1. Plus cos A is written as minus cos A. Minus sin A is written as plus sin A. That means what we have done is we have taken a minus outside and we have changed all the signs. That minus into the connecting sign plus becomes minus. So in other words, when you change the signs everywhere, change the connecting sign because that can happen only when you take out a minus common. And that minus into plus is minus. This goes up. I'm repeating, this goes up. So sin A cos A. This goes up. So cos A sin A. That's understood. Now this is the denominator. Here I've written this as it is 1 plus sin A minus cos A as it is. On the other side, this is the denominator. This is the denominator. I've written 1 as minus 1 plus cos A as minus cos A minus sin A as plus sin A. And that means this can happen. When can you change the signs like that? When you take out a minus common. Minus, when you take out minus and write all these terms inside the bracket. Then it will be, see, imagine a minus outside, children. Minus into sin A, minus sin A. There's a minus outside. Imagine a minus outside. Minus into sin A, minus sin A. Minus into minus cos A, plus cos A. Minus into minus 1, plus 1. So there's a minus outside. That minus into plus is minus. Now, this one here is sin A. You can group this sin A minus cos A.
Sin A minus cos A is common.
No. Okay, sin A cos A is common in the numerator. I'm talking about the denominator. So you can write this one, you can group sin A minus cos A plus 1, sin A minus cos A minus 1. Sin A minus cos A minus 1, sin A minus cos A plus 1. Like A plus B, A minus B. Wherein A is what, children? What is A? Where A is?
Sin A minus cos A.
Sin A minus cos A. Sin A minus cos A. So let's come from the beginning. secant, tan, cosecant, cot is written in terms of sine and cos. That's the first step. Then common denominator cos A, common denominator sin A is the next step. Then cos A goes up, sin A goes up to the numerator, and we have this step. While writing this step, you can also do this. See, you don't have to show that in between step. You don't have to show. You can write this straight away like this. What we do is since we have sin A minus cos A plus 1, if we have sin A minus cos A minus 1, it will be useful. Like we have sin A minus cos A plus 1 here. So we are grouping. In our mind, we are grouping sin A minus cos A plus 1. So if we have sin A minus cos A minus 1, you can treat it as A plus B into A minus B. So which is why we are changing the signs here. So we write plus 1 as minus 1, plus cos A as minus cos A, minus sin A as plus sin A. We change the signs throughout. All the three terms we write with the opposite sign. That means that can happen only when you take out a minus common, and that minus into plus is minus. Change the connecting sign when you do that. So in the next step, what are the two things you will be doing? What's the next step? Okay, tell me.
Ma'am, in the denominator, sin A minus cos A is common, ma'am.
No. Tell me the numerator. In the numerator, what? What in the numerator? Don't you think sin A cos A is common in the numerator?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sin A cos A is common in the numerator. Are the others there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Class, use the emoji. Raise your hands. Reshmi, are you there? Nafi? Bala Harish? Ashwin? Okay, so they're not able to unmute and talk. Ashwin is now. Ashwin? Now everybody's put their hands up. Okay, children, fine. Fine, children. Oops. To see the entire thing. Okay. All right, children. Yes, let's continue. So sin A cos A is common in the numerator. See, whenever there's something common, we bring it out. So that we are simplifying. Simplifying means you should do something that simplifies. So take out sin A cos A common. So that will give you one in the numerators here. Here and here you'll get 1. Here and here you'll get 1 because sin A cos A you're taking out common. So 1, 1. And then what happens? Here we are grouping as we wanted. Sin A minus cos A in a bracket plus 1 and sin A minus cos A minus 1. What will be the next step? What is A plus B into A minus B? If
Ma'am,
suppose
A square
A square minus
B
B
square.
square.
A square minus B square. Supposing you have 1 by A plus B. 1 by A plus B minus 1 by A minus B. 1 by A plus
1
B.
by A minus B the whole square.
A minus B the whole square? No. 1 by a plus b minus 1 by a minus b. What will be the common denominator? What is the common denominator for a plus b and a minus b?
A plus b, ma'am.
See, sometimes students don't answer because they feel it's too simple, a simple question. What is this? The teacher is underestimating us by asking us this question as if we don't know the answer for this. So maybe like that you're not answering. How do I take it? So please answer, even if it is a very simple question for your
A
student.
plus B into A minus B.
A minus B.
Yeah, a plus b into a minus b. Yeah, and that can also be written as Parkavi. That can, yeah, a square minus
square.
a square minus b square. So the common denominator of a plus b. So if you have 1 by a plus b minus 1 by a minus b, when the denominators are a plus b and a minus b, the common denominator is a square minus b square. Okay, you can write a plus b into a minus b. That's also fine. Or you can also write a square minus b square. So here, what is a square minus b square then? What is a square minus b square here? Tell me, what is a square minus b square here?
Sin square A minus cos square A minus 1.
No. Which
Sin
is
A minus cos A the whole
A
square
minus cos A the whole square
minus 1
the whole
yeah,
Minus 1.
correct. See, you should look at a, which is a. Sin A minus cos A is that a term. Plus b, 1 is b. So the sin A minus cos A, this entire thing is a. Sin A minus cos A, the entire thing is a. Sin A minus cos A, this is a. The identity says a square. A, this is a. From here to here is a. Square that. So sin A minus cos A, the whole square. This full thing is a. This is a square. So sin A minus cos A, the whole square. A square meaning a the whole square. A square meaning a the whole square. What is a? Sin A minus cos A. Square it. So sin A minus cos A the whole square. A square minus b square. Minus is because it's in the identity, minus b square. 1 square, which is 1. So that is the common denominator. And what will you get in the numerator here? What will you get in the numerator here? All these terms you will get here. And all these terms you will get here. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. All will get cancelled.
Okay. Now, when I'm asking the next step, you are telling me the step after the next. So when we take up the common denominator, as you all understood, so sin A minus cos A the whole square minus 1 the whole square. That's a common denominator. And when in the numerator, you will have this one here minus this one here. That is the next step. So you can see sin A cos A outside, and then this is a minus b into a plus b. This is a children, this is a till here. You stretch when you pronounce a till here. Plus b. A minus b. So this full thing is a. Why are we calling it a? Because it's the same. Sin A minus cos A, sin A minus cos A. So a plus minus b is 1. A square minus b square. All these terms here. Minus is very dangerous. So minus, when you have a minus here, please enclose these terms in a bracket. All this in a bracket. All this in a bracket. So here you can see minus and all these terms. Sin A minus cos A plus 1. Sin A minus cos A plus 1 in a bracket. See, when this is nothing but, though we have put a bracket here, this is nothing but sin A minus cos A plus 1. Now, don't think that you've removed this bracket. No, this entire thing, what is it? It is sin A minus cos A plus 1. You can simply take away the brackets. Look at that, sin A minus cos A plus 1. So sin A minus cos A plus 1. All this comes here, but there's a minus here. So minus and in a bracket, sin A minus cos A plus 1. all these terms here, children, all these terms, sin A minus cos A minus 1 up here, and this one here. There's a minus sign, so in a bracket. That's all. Once you do till here, then here sin A cos A is common, which is already there. So on simplifying, you get sin A minus cos A minus 1, minus into sin A is minus sin A, minus into minus plus cos A, minus into plus minus 1. And then you can see plus sin A minus cos A plus cos A gets cancelled. Minus 1, minus 1. What is minus 1, minus 1?
Minus 2, ma'am.
Minus 2, minus 2. And the denominator, what will happen, children? Tell
Ma'am,
me
we
the-
will get 1 minus 1, 0, ma'am. So minus 2 sin A cos A.
Yeah, minus 2 sin A cos A will remain in the denominator. Because in the denominator, we have sin square A plus cos square A, which is 1. Sin square A plus cos square A, which is 1. 1. We expanded, children. We expanded this. A square is this one is A square, which is like x minus y the whole square. So x square plus y square minus 2xy. Open the bracket here. Sin A minus cos A the whole square is expanded like this. Then minus 1. So sin square A plus cos square A is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So you'll have minus 2 in the numerator and minus 2 sin A cos A in the denominator.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt. Why did we take the LCM?
No, simplification means like when you're given a question like 3 by 7, simplify. Simplify 3 by, see, now this entire process of proving an identity is by simplifying the LHS. We are simplifying the LHS. So now we have to simplify and show it's equal to 1. Now supposing now 4th standard, down in 4th standard, simplify. Okay, 4th standard, okay, we do find the heading simplify in 4th standard, okay. Simplify 3 by 7 minus 1 by 3. What will you do? 3 by 7 minus 1 by 3.
Ma'am, 9 by 21 minus 7 by 21.
So then common denominator, right? 21,
Yes.
and then subtract the numerators. And you leave the answer as one single fraction. Maybe if you get something like, I'm just telling you, like say 14 by 7, then you leave it as 14 by 7, which is 2.
I was actually
like-
having doubt because on both the sides of the denominator, same terms were there, ma'am.
Where? Tell me.
On
Which step?
one,
Let me just zoom in. Show me which step. No.
there where you took
Let's
sin
come.
A cos A as
Is
common.
this step fine? Is this step fine, Arnav? This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Second?
Yes, ma'am.
Third?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fourth?
Yes,
Take
ma'am.
more common. Okay. Here only.
Yes,
Here you
ma'am.
want to know why we have to take up the common denominator, right?
Yes, ma'am. Because already in the denominator, sin A cos A are there in both the sides of the denominator.
Correct. Correct. Now, okay, what is the alternate procedure? How else can we proceed with this? You're saying they'll get cancelled?
We can do like 1 minus 1 by sin A minus cos A.
No, but the denominators are different. No, see, we have sin A minus cos A plus 1. Here, sin A minus cos A minus 1. What about this plus 1 and minus 1?
Don't know.
So this is like A plus B, and this is A minus B. So the common denominator is A square minus B square. The common denominator is A plus B into A minus B. Since it's going to be too lengthy, we directly write it as A square minus B square. We can write it as, yeah, we can just write these two itself. This one into this one, but it's going to be too lengthy, so I wrote the result straight away. A plus B into A minus B is A squared minus B squared.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, when you take up the common denominator, so that's what usually happens. This into this denominator into this denominator is the common denominator. So when we do that, this is what we normally happens. All these terms will go up to this numerator. This, since it's one multiplied by this and this one multiplied by this one. But since it's one, so all these terms will, go here and these terms here. Yeah. Take a picture, children. As you work, please understand each and every step. Since the first two steps are visible, just have a look at them. All right. So, so the usual thing, you can see the right hand side is also made up of sine square theta and cos square theta. So we have to change. We otherwise also like to have only the ratio sine theta and cos theta. And here the RHS also you can see it's made up of sine square theta and cos square theta. So we'll change secant square theta. We'll write it as 1 by cos square theta and cosecant square theta as 1 by sine square theta. This is the left hand side. This is the left hand side. Then this is the common denominator. Again, cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta into cos square theta, like a square into a square is a to the power 4. So cos theta to the power 4 plus 1 by 1 minus sine theta to the power 4 by sine square theta upon taking the common denominator into sine square theta cos square theta. Now what will be the next step? What will be the next step?
Cos square theta by 1 minus cos power 4 theta plus sine square theta by 1 minus sine power 4
Theta. That will be the next step. Yes. That's the next step. After that, what will be the common? You have to take the common denominator because there's a plus here. There's a plus, so you'll have to keep simplifying. So when there's a plus, that means you have to take the common denominator. There's no other option. Like in fractions, when terms are connected by a plus or a minus sign, you have to take up the common denominator. Same thing here. So what will be the common denominator? As it is, 1 minus cos theta to the power 4 multiplied by 1 minus sine theta to the power 4 will be the common denominator.
In this one.
Yes.
We can write the 1 minus cos power 4, the theta is 1 minus cos square theta, the whole square minus.
Yeah, correct. So now when we do that, we can do it at any stage, you can do it. You take the LCM, and then you can split, because this is different, this is different. You can do it at any stage. Yes, I think further I would have done that. Now take up the LCM and then treat it as a square minus b square, which is a plus b into a minus b. You can do it now, or you can also do it later. Anyways is fine. You're right, Shakti. So this is the next step. And after this, the common denominator is 1 minus cos theta to the power 4 into 1 minus sin theta to the power 4. That's a common denominator. So multiply these two and write it as a common denominator. See here, this goes up to the numerator. This goes up to the numerator. So like this. This into sin square theta cos square theta is here. It's there already in the. This is already there in the LHS. See here, this is already there in the LHS. Sin square theta cos square theta is already there, and that's just coming down as it is. Oh, next row step. All right. So common denominator, and children, so this will be cos square theta into 1 minus sin theta to the power 4 plus sin square theta into 1 minus cos theta to the power 4 divided by this into this. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I forgot a square bracket here actually. I've forgotten a square bracket here. There should be a square bracket here. Square bracket here. Okay, oh, I've opened it here, I haven't closed it. Okay, so into sin square theta, cos square theta. Now in the next step, you have to open up the bracket. There's no choice. Cos square theta into 1. Cos square theta into minus sin theta to the power 4. So similarly, this into this into this. You have to open up the bracket. So you will get 4 terms in the numerator. You'll get 4 terms in the numerator. Cos square theta into 1. This into this. Then this into this into this. That will be the next step. And as Shakti rightly said, you'll have to write the denominator because there's a minus. So you can write it as a difference of 2 squares. You can write it as a difference of 2 squares. And you know, of that, 1 will be 1 minus cos square theta. So you can write 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta. And this you'll get 1 minus sin square theta from this. You can write that as cos square theta. Watch this carefully. In the numerator, we have multiplied. And in the denominator, we've expressed these two as a difference of 2 squares, a square minus b square. Watch that. So cos square theta into 1 is cos square theta into minus sin theta to the power 4. So you can see minus sin theta to the power 4 into cos square theta. Plus sin square theta into 1 is plus sin square theta. Plus into minus sin square theta cos theta to the power 4. Divided by, we write this as a square minus b square, x square minus y square. And then the sin square theta cos square theta as it is. So numerator, what do you think we can do with the numerator, children? Do you see something? You know.
Ma'am, identity, ma'am.
Yeah, identity. What is it?
Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1.
Yeah, so in the numerator, I think as of now we can only do this, and then later maybe if we can take out something common. But for now, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. After doing that, what will you have? Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Then what will be remaining?
minus
the
sine
power
power
4
4 theta cos square theta plus minus sine square theta cos square theta.
So imagine you have something like x square y to the power 4. Just imagine this as minus x square y square, sorry, minus x to the power 4 y square minus x square y to the power 4. What will you take out common? What is common between x to the power 4 y square and x square y to the power 4? What is common?
x square y square, x square into y square.
X square y square will be common. We have learned GCD in standard 8 GCD. GCD comes up in 4th standard, but with expressions, what is the GCD of the greatest common divisor or the HCF of x to the power 4 y square, x square y to the power 4. So the GCD is x square y square, and that is the common factor. The greatest common divisor is the common factor. So that you will have to bring. So these are the two things you can do in the numerator. The denominator, you know, a square minus b square, so you can write it as a plus b into a minus b. So I think here I've, okay, you can understand. So see, children, there's nothing like this. These are the things you will be following. But you know, now here, what have I done? I've only rearranged the terms in the numerator. You understand, that's fine. In the next step, you can do writing sine square theta plus cos square theta as one. You can do it in the next step. Or you can do it in the step which you're seeing now also. So that is left to you. But these are the simplifications which you can do. So what I have done, what you see on the screen is I have rearranged first. I've written sine square theta. I've only in the numerator, I've not done any changes. I've just rearranged sine square theta, cos square theta, so that next step we can write it as 1. And then I've put these two together, So now next step, we are going to take out the common factor, the GCD. Denominator a square minus b square, so a plus b, a minus b. This one x square minus x y square, so x plus y, x minus y. And the sine square theta, cos square theta silently outside as it is. So the next step, this is 1. We take out this minus here, so minus sine square theta, cos square theta is common. So sine square theta into sine square theta, sine theta to the power 4. So this is what you get. Plus, because minus into plus is minus. Minus is outside here. Minus into plus is minus. So plus it is here, not this minus sign down. Minus into plus is minus. So you'll have to put a plus sign here. And we have sine square theta out already. This is cos theta to the power 4. So cos square theta. This into this should give you this term. And this into this should give you this term. It's completely algebra. Taking common between these two is what you see outside. And this into sine square theta will give you this term. And this one into cos square theta will give you this term. Okay. So in the next step, you can see 1 minus cos square theta, sine square theta. And 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. This we've written as it is. 1 plus sine square theta, you can see it here. 1 plus cos square theta, you can see it here. 1 minus sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, sine square theta. 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. And this sine square theta and cos square theta gets cancelled with, sine square theta and cos square theta in the numerator. Outside, in the numerator, we have this. So they get cancelled. These two are in the denominator here. So they all get cancelled. And here also in the bracket, children, see we have sine square theta plus cos square theta. So it's 1. So this is 1. So let's write whatever is remaining now.
I am doubt in this one.
Oh yes, please ask me.
Shakti, ma'am.
Yes.
In the first step itself, I have took the cos square theta by sine power 4 theta, ma'am.
No. 1 minute. So 1 minus cos square theta is sine square theta. 1 minus cos square theta is sine square theta. You square that on both the sides. You will not get. See, how did you get? You are assuming that 1 minus cos theta to the power 4 will be sine theta to the power 4. How? Okay, how can you? 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sine square theta is correct. You square it on both the sides. Then you'll get sine theta to the power 4 is equal to 1 minus cos square theta the whole square. When you expand that, you will not get 1 minus cos theta to the power 4.
Okay, ma'am.
No, see Shakti, tan theta sine theta by cos theta, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Square on both the sides, what will you get?
Tan square theta is equal to sine square theta by cos square theta, ma'am.
Yeah, so that is true. So when you find tan square theta, you can write it as sine square theta by cos square theta. What is sine 90 minus theta?
Cos theta, ma'am.
Square on both the sides, or cube on both the sides. Because there's only one angle on either side. On one side you have sine theta, on the other side you have cos 90 minus theta. There's only one angle, sine theta on one side, cos on the other side. Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. When you cube on both the sides, sine cubed theta is equal to cos cubed 90 minus theta. You don't have to cube 90 minus theta. Don't write 90 minus theta the whole cubed. That's the angle there. On one side you have sine theta. On the other side you have cos 90 minus theta. When you cube on both the sides, you get sine cubed theta is equal to cos cubed 90 minus theta. Which okay, sine theta into sine theta into sine theta is equal to cos 90 into cos 90 minus theta into cos 90 minus theta into cos 90 minus theta. And that's how we get sine cubed theta is equal to cos cubed 90 minus theta. So when you're manipulating the standard versions, we are actually squaring them or cubing them on both the sides. You cannot just because 1 minus cos square theta is sine square theta, it doesn't mean 1 minus cos cube theta is sine cube theta and 1 minus cos theta to the power 5 is sine theta to the power 5. No, you should get it. You should get that result by squaring or cubing like that. Simply we cannot change the powers and write a different version of it. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Now, what do you think, children, we should do after this? What do you have in the numerator?
We are having 1 minus sine square theta cos square
a square minus b square.
No, 1 minute. Yeah, that's what we have. 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta. What do you have in the denominator?
1 plus cos square theta, 1 plus sine square theta.
Yeah, now how will you handle the numerator? How will you handle the denominator?
Numerator is in this form a square minus b square, ma'am. So we can write 1 plus sine theta cos theta into 1 minus sine theta cos theta.
Okay, now one more thing I have to tell you is now in order to get the RHS, what is the RHS? Oh, the RHS, see here, 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta. So let's not disturb it. We got it. See here, 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta. We already got the RHS. We got the numerator of the RHS. We got the numerator. See here, 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta. Okay, so the denominator is 2 plus sine square theta cos square theta. Okay, we didn't have a check on the RHS. So the numerator is done, children, because this is what is in the numerator of the RHS. So this one we have to simplify. Then we have to do something with the denominator. What should you do? What can you do? What is possible?
It's in the form of some identity, ma'am.
No, it is not.
X
Yeah.
plus A.
Ma'am, we can multiply 1 plus cos square theta into 1 plus sin square theta, ma'am.
Yeah, we have to multiply. There's no choice. We have to multiply. So we'll have to multiply 1 plus cos square theta and 1 plus sin square theta. That's what you have to do in the next step. So when you multiply, you know you'll get 4 terms.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll get 4 terms when you multiply. You know that. The regular multiplication. Just the way you do in algebra, children. Nothing different. How will you multiply? 1 into 1, 1. 1 into sin square theta, sin square theta. Cos square theta into 1, cos square theta. Cos square theta into sin square theta is sin square theta, cos square theta. So that's what it is. So we did not disturb the, I asked you like what to do with the numerator, but then when we checked the RHS, we already got the numerator of the RHS, so don't disturb it. Denominator, this is the only way. We have to, multiply, get the 4 terms. Now again, we have sin square theta plus cos square theta here, so that is 1. Sin square theta, cos square theta, 1 plus 1 is 2, and that's the RHS. We'll understand this and wind up the class for today. I think I have to do at least one more, children. 1, 2, 3 proofs. I think students of Mahatma Gandhi maybe can make use of the meeting recording. I'll do one more and then wind up the class. Maybe that will become 8:30. So for the last part alone, I think 1 more, 3 and 4, you can just use the meeting recording. Last 20 minutes of the recording, you can just play it and help yourself. So students of Mahatma Gandhi, if you have to prepare for the exam tomorrow, you may leave the meeting. The meeting recording will help you. All right. If you wish to stay back, you can stay back, but you have an exam tomorrow. I think it's better you leave and start preparing for tomorrow's exam. Yes, children, the next one here. See you, third one. Now I want you to tell me, how do you have to give the right start. That's important. You'll have to give the right start. And what is that right start?
Convert tan into sin.
Ma'am, it's looking like identity, ma'am.
What identity?
A square plus B square is equals to A plus B the whole square plus A minus B the whole square, ma'am.
A plus B the whole square plus A minus B the whole square. Okay, is equal to what?
2A square plus B square.
2 into A square plus B square, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Very good, Priyadarshini. And who was that person who completed it?
Tirunesh, ma'am.
Tirunesh, very good. A plus B the whole square, good. Priyadarshini and Tirunesh. A plus B the whole square plus A minus B the whole square is equal to 2 of A square plus B square. Somebody else other than Tirunesh and Priyadarshini, tell me, what is A here? What is A here?
Theta.
Tan theta. And what is B? Yeah, what is B?
1 by cos theta.
1 by cos theta. A is tan theta and B is 1 by cos theta. a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is equal to 2 of a square plus b square. Whenever you can use an identity like this, use that. That is, you give preference to that than writing tan theta sin theta by cos theta. Preference is to the identity. Yes, we have to write tan as sin by cos, but before that, at the same time, you can use an identity. A plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is equal to 2 of a square plus b square. So give preference to the identity. So what will you get? When you apply the identity, what will you get? 2 of
tan square theta plus 1 by cos theta the whole square, ma'am.
1 by cos theta the whole square. 2 of a square. So 2 into tan theta the whole square plus 1 by cos theta the whole square, which is 2 of tan square theta plus 1 by cos square theta. Correct. What's the next step? What is the next step?
Ma'am, tan square theta plus secant square theta.
What? Tan square theta is?
We can write the tan square theta as sin square theta by cos square theta. No?
Yeah, you must write tan square theta as sin square theta by cos square theta, because look at the RHS. Look at the RHS. It's only in sine. So later we have to get rid of sin square cos square theta also. This is the next step. Writing tan square theta as sin square theta by cos square theta is the next step.
Yes, ma'am.
Next what?
Write the cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta, ma'am. So 2 into 1 plus sin square theta by 1 minus sin square theta. Ma'am.
Yeah, but that will do the next step. Now what shall we do? At this stage, what shall we do?
This step, ma'am.
Ma'am, 2 into sin square theta plus 1 by cos square theta.
Yeah, so common denominator. Correct.
LCM is cos square theta.
So next step. So this is cos square theta is a common denominator. So we have sin square theta plus 1. Now, when you look at the RHS, we almost got it. So we have 2 outside here. And then we have the numerator 1 plus sin square theta. We have the numerator. So the denominator we have is cos square theta, which is 1 minus sin square theta. Yes, that we do in the next step, which is the RHS.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I think the right start is, whenever you see you can make use of an identity, use that first. Give preference to the identity. A plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is equal to 2 of a square plus b square. So see, I think we've used these we've used these two identities. This one and a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is equal to 4ab in many places. You'll be using it frequently in quadratic equations also. Have you learned this chapter in school? Any school has started off with trigonometry?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
For us, they are doing the linear equations.
Okay. Next, we'll do heights and distances. Next, we'll do heights and distances because that is the application part of trigonometry. So now that we have learned trigonometry, how it is applied in real life. What's the use of trigonometry? Why should we learn trigonometry? I did not tell you all.
Some applications of trigonometry.
Yeah, that's the name of the chapter. Oh yeah, It's also called heights and distances. In the NCERT textbook, that's how it's called. Some applications of trigonometry.
Okay.
Yeah. That's numerical. That does not involve too much of proofs and all that. That's very numerical. Lot of number work only. Don't think it is again, another set of proofs. No, it's numerical. Very interesting, numerical.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can you show the entire page first?
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Ma'am, you have shared this material already, ma'am.
I did not explain all this. Oh yeah, okay. I shared the material already because I think I did the
I am
last.
telling screenshot taking.
No, I think the last few proofs I had explained. Correct? No, are you trying to say that have we already? No, we have not learned these three proofs. Have we?
Ma'am, I'm not telling we have learned. I told we
Ma'am,
need
eighth
not
question
take
only.
this screenshot
Ma'am,
because you already shared like that in mistake.
Yeah, correct. You're right, Srinivas. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yes. Correct. No, I just thought maybe Arnav wants to take it now. That's okay. You can take it instead of hunting for this in your, gallery. You can take a screenshot if you want, or if you have got it saved, fine. Yes, I remember having shared this material, and I remember, having discussed the last few proofs. I started from the 13th one. The last one is the 13th one. I remember starting from there. So we need to prove that this one is equal to secant theta, cosecant theta minus 2 sin theta, cos theta. Let's take up the LHS. Take up the LHS and you can see directly there is in the denominator we have 1 plus tan square theta. So write it as secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta. So cosecant square theta. This is the LHS. In the LHS, the denominator of the first term is 1 plus tan square theta. So that is secant square theta. The denominator of the second term is 1 plus cot square theta, and that becomes cosecant square theta. Next, I've told you, if you want to write a ratio, if you want to shift the position from numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator, write its reciprocal ratio. So secant, see now this tan cubed theta is written as sine cube theta by cos cube theta. Because tan theta is sine theta by cos theta, cubing both the sides, tan cube theta is equal to sine cube theta by cos cube theta. Like if x is equal to a by b, x is equal to a by b. So x the whole cube is equal to a cube by b cube. So we cube. So if you want to interpret a particular identity, you should justify it. My meaning, you must get the new result by squaring, cubing, or doing some, some action which is balanced, which balances both the sides. Like tan theta, sine theta by cos theta. So what do we do? What is that same action we are doing on both the sides? We are squaring or cubing both the sides. So like that, you can get you can interpret the original identity. You must be doing the same action on both the sides. Tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. Now we are cubing it on both the sides. We're doing the same action on both the sides. Cubing. So tan cube theta is equal to sine cube theta by cos cube theta. So that's how we write tan cube theta as sine cube theta by cos cube theta. And then this one, the secant square theta, it's in the denominator, right? If you write it in the numerator, write it as its reciprocal. So that will become cos square theta. Otherwise, also children, if you feel why like that, what is secant square theta? It's 1 by cos square theta, and then it will come up to the numerator. Nothing. cos square theta, secant square theta, if you write as 1 by cos square theta, 1 by cos square theta, then that will come up to the numerator. So directly you can write this step. Directly you can write this. Tan cube theta, sin cube theta by cos cube theta. Secant square theta is in the denominator. Write it in the numerator as its reciprocal ratio, cos square theta. Plus cot cube theta is cos cube theta by sin cube theta. Cot is cos by sin. Cosecant square theta is in the denominator. Write it up in the numerator as sin square theta. Cosecant square theta as its reciprocal sin square theta. Why we are doing? Because we know we can cancel. We have like cos square theta here, cos cube theta here, sin square theta, sin cube theta. You can simplify for that reason. You might think we have sin, cosecant in the RHS. Why to change? We have no secant, cosecant in the RHS. Then why are we disturbing secant square theta and cosecant square theta? That's because we can simplify. When you write secant square theta as cos square theta and cosecant square theta as sin square theta, we can simplify here. For the sake of simplifying, we have written like that. So now they get cancelled. You understand? Cos square theta, cos cube theta. So there is one cos theta remaining. Here there's one sin theta remaining. Cos theta and sin theta remaining. Next, what will you do?
You want to take LCM.
LCM.
Yeah, there's no choice. That's the next step. That's the next step. Then again, you have to make use of identities to simplify algebraic identities. Now a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4. Now you've learnt in polynomials a square plus b square is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab.
Yes, ma'am.
A square plus b square is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So sin theta to the power 4 plus cos theta to the power 4 can be written as sin square theta the whole square plus cos square theta the whole square.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's like a square plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So see here, I'll show you all the steps. So we write this as this is a square plus this is b square. A square plus b square is, you can see the identity here, a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Where a is sin square theta and b is cos square theta. Just put just like the rough work, here. It's not divided by or something. We've just written this information here. So this is like a square plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So please use this identity. Instead of a, it is sin square theta. Instead of b, it is cos square theta. So this is a square plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square. A plus b the whole square minus 2ab. A to the power 4 plus b to the power 4 is written as a square the whole square plus b square the whole square. So now look at this entire thing as a square plus this full thing is b square. A square plus b square is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab, where a is sin square theta and b is cos square theta. So a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So now this is 1 sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta by this one. What's the RHS? You can see here. This is this. You have two terms in the RHS. 1 minus and 2. There are two terms. So that means you should divide separately. 1 divided by sin theta cos theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta by sin theta cos theta. Only that will give you two terms. That will give you two terms. So this numerator 1 by sin theta cos theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta by sin theta cos theta. So 1 by sin theta is Okay, 1 by cos theta is secant theta. 1 by sin theta is cosecant theta. Minus, here you can cancel and you get 2 sin theta cos theta, which is the RHS. All right, children, please practice. And yeah, the class on Friday, maybe advanced. Maybe it will be from, I don't know if it will be okay. If I make it from 5:30 to 7:30, will that be fine, children? On Friday, does anybody here have any other class?
No, ma'am.
Friday, this only for
No,
this
ma'am.
Friday. Only this Friday. Only the coming Friday, if I make it from 5:30 to 7:30 or something like that, will it be okay? Okay, fine. All right, children. Otherwise, you have to make use of the meeting recording. Okay, fine. So Friday's class will be advanced on Friday at a different time. That's all. Fine, children. So that's it for today's session. If you have any questions, please stay back, else you may leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, children. Good night.